Hey everyone, the Buffalo Bills' Rex Ryan, the head coach, fired Greg Roman, the offensive coordinator, and elevated, well, not so much elevated because he was already assistant head coach, but gave the play calling duties to Anthony Lynn. A good idea? No. Nothing against Lynn. Greg Roman's a complete innovator who I believe was shackled with the Bills. I couldn't really sit down and say, okay, the bottom line is Rex Ryan is saying you can't do X, Y, and Z, but it looked like it. Now, what do I mean? Roman, when he was with the 49ers, had a number of fascinating approaches that he learned with Jim Harbaugh at Stanford and brought to the NFL. Like, for example, shifting offensive linemen from one area to the next, from one side of the play to the other, quite literally shifting them around. And also, there was the excellent use of moving offensive linemen, traps, many types of two running back and sometimes occasionally three running back sets. Many different approaches that you didn't see in the National Football League prior to Greg Roman's arrival because of Jim Harbaugh when Harbaugh was the coach of the San Francisco 49ers. The running game was so effective that when they did throw, receivers were extremely wide open. The 49ers marched to the NFC Championship more than once, and a large part of their success was due to the offense that Greg Roman, working with Jim Harbaugh as head coach, designed and installed. I expected to see that offense in Buffalo. I saw parts of it the first year. This year, less so. But the bottom line is, one could say, well, part of it's personnel. But again, a head coach more often than not puts his staple or her staple, and if that's the case, on a team offensively and defensively. Even if they have offensive coordinators and defensive coordinators, or defensive coaches and offensive coaches. And in Rex Ryan's case, I believe, just by looking at how the Bills operate, that he being the coach Ryan, watered down Greg Roman. And now in Anthony Lynn, Rex Ryan has the kind of person he really wants to install a running game more like what the Jets installed and implemented against them on Thursday Night Football. A more of a conventional ground and pound approach, as opposed to the Greg Roman stylishly ground and pound approach with the occasional throw deep. I love the calls that Roman made on Thursday Night Football. It's too bad he had to be thrown out this way, but he will be hired by someone else very, very quickly.